Now, a meeting is held that night inside the shrine of the village. If you look inside this shrine, you can see a rock sticking out in the center of the wall. This is a sacred body of worship. The villagers have built a raised floor-style shrine attached to the rock. And do you see a desk in front of the rock that stretches out? There's a very low table, right? I know it's kind of hard to see because it's in the shadow of Ashitaka. In other words, the wise woman who serves gods always sits facing this rock. Therefore, it is clear that this rock is a sacred body of worship. At the end of the scene, Ashitaka cuts off his top knot. Even then, Ashitaka puts the top knot on top of this desk after cutting it off, bows and leaves. So it's clear that it's a sacred object. And this is important because the village enshrining a rock means that a megalithic civilization still remains there. In fact, something that looks like Stonehenge was found in Aomori, so we know that Ashitaka's village is far back in Tohoku region today. And there are people who disobeyed Yamato imperial court. The time when Japanese people enshrined huge rocks was long before the introduction of Buddhism to Japan. Like in Buddhism, it is considered evil in Jomon world to worship something man-made, or people themselves, or wise people who finished religious training. The world view of Jomon people is like, what's really amazing is in nature, so what the hell are you doing worshipping mere humans? Or why appreciate things that only humans made? But Jomon people were kind of strange, because while they said that, they also made those super cool looking earthenware. Anyway, so they worship megaliths as their divine symbol. And you can see a piece of Jomon pottery in the back of the room too. The fact that there is a piece of Jomon pottery here is a more obvious evidence than talking about megalithic culture that these people are the survivors of Jomon people. From the 1980s to 1990s, when Princess Mononoke was made, there was a controversial theory among the Japanese archaeological community that Ainu or Emishi clan who lived in Tohoku region were the survivors of Jomon people. I'm not sure about this theory, and it no longer seems mainstream, but Miyazaki makes the movie solely based on this theory. So, please think that Princess Mononoke is a story about Jomon people.